Hey, y'all, it's Casey Hope from Pizzazz, and we are back with another 10-minute challenge. I love coming on here and challenging y'all to sit down and create art, even if it's just in these little bitty 10-minute chunks of time, because there are so many benefits to just sitting down, creating something, especially when you do a watercolor and it's just like you see the water mixing and moving, and it's just therapeutic in so many ways. And so this is something you can do on your lunch break. I'm going to show you how. I love showing you that yes, you can do something in 10 minutes or less. So today we're going to do this super pretty, just very loose floral, very loose. Okay, so if you're tight, if you're like wound up, get loose a bit because it's loose. Okay, I've got watercolor paper. This one is a card. I folded it into a card, but this one's just a plain cut piece of watercolor paper. Creating little is the key to these short little time frames. Okay, if you've only got 10 minutes, try to create a little bit smaller, and you'll see you can kind of get a lot more done. Got my koi watercolors, and really that's about it. My paintbrush and water, and that's it. So let me go ahead. I'm going to remove myself from the camera. I'm going to come down so you can get a little up close look. Let's see. Do I want to put that light on this? That might help. All right. So let me set my timer. 10 minutes. All right. Let's roll. Okay, I've got two different sizes of brushes, but I'm going to go with this slightly bigger one to begin with. Now, you may not can see everything that I'm doing to begin with, but you'll start to be able to. So just with the water, I'm going to do this top shape. Okay, so I've got a lot of water that's in the shape of the petal that I want. And then I'm going to kind of dab color into it and just let it kind of move. So this is a little bit of red and white mixture down here. Just gonna let that kind of sit for a bit, maybe even a little bit of yellow. Gonna get some more water starting at the same point. I'm gonna kind of do a loose kind of curve over here, and it's okay. I'm totally fine if some of this color starts to kind of come into here. I'll actually put some of it in there. I'll put a little bit of the pink, put a little bit of this orange, put a little bit of purple. It's so pretty to watch how this just blends together. And that is because I have a good amount of water on there. Okay, if I didn't have all that water, it wouldn't kind of have this effect. So I'm about to do another shape of a petal just with water. Put orange there. A little bit of pink. Gonna have another one kind of coming up here. Then drop in that pink as well. And maybe one more coming out here. And I'll drop in some purple. Okay, so this is very wet. I think I may shoot it with a dryer. I think I've got time. So this is just a little heat gun. So let me just hit it. This is not like as forceful as a blow dryer. If it was, all the paint would kind of be going everywhere. Like it would be moving the water. It's just adding a little. I could dab these edges where I see it puddling up, but I know if I do that, it's going to take some of the color. So I'm trying to dry it first before dabbing it. And really all I'm trying to do right now is to get some of these edges dry enough to where I can add in the green. I'm going to add that green in. All right. It's still not completely dry, but it'll be dry enough for what we all want to do. So here's like the center. So I'll just kind of do a loose stem here, a loose little green, something there. I'm trying not to touch it too close right there because if there's any part that's wet, I want to get close. I just don't want to get too close because if there's any part that is still wet, it will bleed into it. Okay, so what I can do now, I've got that first layer of green on. I can come back in with some of the blue, throw it in there. Remember, green is made up of yellow and blue. So by adding more blue, you're just going to kind of get a darker shade of green. Do you see how far back I'm holding my paintbrush? That is another trick for painting loose. If you feel like you are too uptight with your painting and trying to be too tight with it, oftentimes it's because you are holding your grip like this. You're tight and you're really close to that. If you will come back on it just a bit, it will be easier to just kind of loosen that a bit. Okay, let me get a little bit of purple. I'll start to make a little bit in the center here. In some of these places where I want it to be a little brighter, I'm just gonna, now that it's dry, just gonna add just a little bit more of whatever color you want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry this and we are going to use a brown for a little bit of definition. I also drop in a bit of blue to the center. Okay, gonna hit with the dryer again and then head to the brown. People ask me all the time what kind of watercolors do I like. I like so many different kinds. You will see me using lots, but this one, this Koi or the watercolors by Sakura, I use it a lot. Mostly because of the ease of folding it up. It does come with a little brush to put right there. I haven't lost that thing though. But that's great too when it has the brush with it. All right, so now I'm going to, let's see, get some of this brown. I'm using this small brush with a good little point. I'm holding back far on it and I'm going to just start giving it an outline. A loose outline. Do you see this? It is very loose. It's very scribbly in style. I'll come down a little more so you can really, really see. Hang back. Now, I will say on this one, I did experiment with some gold, but it wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. I do think the gold will look beautiful on here. I just didn't have any on hand. But I think if you have gold watercolor, like a metallic gold watercolor, I do think doing like after you did the brown like this, doing a little bit with that metallic would be beautiful. I just didn't have any. Mm. This is looking a little too harsh right here to me, like too perfect. So I'm gonna kind of And when I say too perfect, just not loose enough of a line. Now I'm going to get that bigger brush because it holds a little bit more water. And I am going to give a little bit of a splatter to this. And I think I'm done. Think I am done. It needs to dry a little bit, but it doesn't look quite the exact same as this. It's never gonna look the same when I do two in a row. But I like it. It's fun for me. I could do multiple of these, and it does not take too long. So look, here's my timer. I got a sliver of some time left. So we did it, y'all. We did it in 10 minutes or less, and that was the goal, to show you that yes, you can create awesome art in just a little bit of time. Or you can at least have peace and play. It might not always be awesome. We try for it to be. Oh, there's that timer. We try for it to be. But regardless, whether it is awesome art or medium art or art that you're like, I want to do over, you're still taking the time to do it, and you get the benefits of art when you are just sitting down and creating and having fun with it. So I encourage you to pull out some supplies. They may not be these exact supplies, but whatever you've got, pull them out, set your timer for 10 minutes, and just have a little bit of peace and play into your everyday. That is it for this week. Check out our description for more things that we offer at the studio that you might be interested in. We got all kind of links down there for you. But be sure to comment on this video, subscribe to the channel, and like this video. And one of you that does all three of those is going to get a prize, because every time that I beat the clock, you get a prize. And I beat the clock today. I did it in less than 10 minutes. So that means one of you are going to get a prize. Just be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. All right, y'all. That's all for now. I'll see y'all next week. See ya.